Hi guys, Adam here from Indiana Farm Solutions. We're here this morning about 25 miles north of Indianapolis in Westfield, Indiana, right where the BMW stop and the John Deere tractors start. We've been getting a lot of farmers in the area contacting us and wanting to know what we're doing on this hay ground that we're in today. So we thought we'd throw out a little video kind of explaining the system and what's going on over here. So we're at Freedom & Associates, which is a division of Heartland Growers in Westfield. Heartland Growers was started by Jim Kopinski back in the 1980s, and Jim and his family since then have grown this flower nursery business to over 40 acres of under roof growing facility, and they grow herbs and flowers and lettuce, and those get distributed out to mega stores all over the Midwest. So Jim called us about 3.5 years ago and wanted to do a soil testing program on the 100+ surrounding acres that were outside of the nursery, and just to see what the soils kind of looked like. He wanted to figure out something that we could grow and harvest that would look good aesthetically in the surrounding community. We've got a lot of subdivisions on either side of this property, from $2 million homes on down a little bit there. So the area, it was important for Jim to make sure that it looked good and was pleasing to the community. He had rented out all this ground to different farmers in the area for many, many years. And we knew that there was going to be a nutrition issue with the soils. They hadn't been able to use a lot of commercial fertilizers and stuff like that because of the growing facility and the nursery around it. Water is really important, so they had to watch water runoff and what went into the facility as well. So we sat down and we decided to come up with a game plan for the spring of 2016, and we decided to put them on our Maximum Farming powered by Ag Spectrum program. Now, we offer a chicken litter program that works great, but we just didn't think the locals would enjoy a mid-season chicken manure smell during their 4th of July cookouts. So the Maximum Farming program is a basic science approach to farming and is proven all over the Midwest in all types of crops. So what we did is we came in and we spread 1 ton per acre of gypsum on this the entire property surrounding the nursery. What that did is that helped us with our compaction issue, kind of breaking up the soil profile, added some sulfur to the soil, helped with erosion and things like that. And we also spread some lime, just variable rated lime. We used some high calcium lime. That was real important to get the calcium that we needed. We needed to adjust the pH levels in certain parts of the farm because, you know, hay needs a little bit higher pH than normal. So once we did that, we sold them in actually a 60-40 mix of alfalfa and orchard grass, and we carried that with a tough seed for the first year just to help. Now, last year was the second full year of hay for this farm. So last year, if you remember, 2017 was kind of a rough hay year, but we were able to get 6 full cuttings off of this whole 100 acres here behind us, which was pretty tremendous in that. And the last cutting happened in October. So this year, before green up even started, they had pre-sold all of the first, the second, and half of the third cutting of hay, because the customer base that they had got during their marketing phase those customers really liked the tonnage and the quality that we were producing over here. So that was huge. So they've already sold out first, second cutting, and half of the third. And here we are, the end of June, and we're already getting ready to do our second cutting. The cuttings are about 20 days apart. They were late on the first cutting just for things that were going on in the nursery. But this crop is just looking tremendous. There's a great mixture, very little weed pressure, and just a great looking crop. So now, I don't know that I mentioned this, but in the last 3 years, we have not applied any commercial fertilizer to these fields. No P&K and no potash. Now that goes against everything we've ever been taught, doesn't it? So that's pretty amazing out here. We have not put any commercial fertilizer or potash on these fields for 3 years now, and we're still producing the quality and the tonnage that's out here, and that's just amazing. And that the Maximum Farming system powered by Ag Spectrum is the reason for that. It's just huge, and it really works. Now, it may not be the most convenient and easy program that's out there, and some people say it's way too much like spoon feeding a plant and they just don't have time for a detailed program like this. Well, they might be right. But if your goal in hay production is to produce more tonnage and better quality, we have the spoon and we have the feeding material for that. So this program can be set up to fit all types of soils, all types of farms, whether it's hay, whether it's soybeans or corn or wheat, things like that. This program is basically a foliar feeding program in the spring here at Heartland Growers. We do a foliar feeding in the spring at green up and a foliar after every cutting, so there is some time involved in it, and then a foliar feeding in the fall going into dormancy. Now Freedom Heartland Growers has got their own sprayer, and that's been a huge help for them because they can manage the timing of the nutrient applications on the foliars, and that's a huge part of our program. Timing is everything. So in any type of foliar program, timing is everything. Now if you're interested in our maximum farming program for your hay production, your corn or soybeans production, you can follow us on our Facebook page or check us out on our website at www.indianafarmsolutions.com. Thanks and have a great day.